So today we will discuss with about the compounds of sulfur. So various compounds of the sulfur, and among them, so we are going to discuss about the sulfur dioxide and the another compound of sulfuric acid. So very first compound of the sulfur that we are going to study is the sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide. Okay, sulfur dioxide. Okay, dioxide. So sulfur is actually non-metal. Okay. So we'll see its preparation. Okay. About the preparation where this sulfur dioxide is prepared. So preparation of the sulfur dioxide. So it can be prepared from the sulfur, as I said earlier, that the sulfur is a non-metal. So preparation includes S plus O2 and it will giving rise to SO2. So SO2 is a sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide gas, it is prepared by burning of sulfur in presence of the oxygen. So here this is the process that is called as the burning of the sulfur in presence of the oxygen, which will give rise to sulfur dioxide. The another way that it can be prepared in the laboratory, the by treating sodium sulfite, okay, Na2SO3, okay, Na2SO3. So it is a sulfite, okay, it is a sulfite, that is a sodium sulfite. When it is treated with a constant with H2SO4, aqueous solution of H2SO4, okay, sulfuric acid, so it will give rise to the sulfate, that is Na2SO4, Na2SO4 plus H2O plus SO2, H2O plus SO2. So in this way in the laboratory it can be prepared. So by burning of the sulfur in presence of oxygen, it produces the sulfur dioxide. By treating this sulfite, sodium sulfite with H2SO4, it will give rise to this sulfate. Okay, yes, sulfate dega wo. Okay, sulfate, and this is the SO2 gas, sulfur dioxide gas. Then the industrial method by which it can be generated by sulfide, when the sulfide is reacted with oxygen, so ZNS, okay, ZNS, that is the zinc sulfide. Okay, this is a sulfide. Okay, so zinc sulfide, when it combines with the oxygen, okay, so when it is combines with the oxygen presence of the heat, so it will get converted into zinc ZNO, zinc oxide, plus the twice SO2. So in this way this is prepared. Okay, so sulfur dioxide is prepared by roasting zinc sulfide. Okay, so this method is called as a roasting method in presence of heat. Another way is FeS2. Okay, this is another sulfide of the iron. Iron ka sulfide hai ye, FeS2. Okay, FeS2. When it is roasted in presence of, okay, oxygen, when it is roasted in presence of oxygen, it will give rise to Fe2O3. Okay, so Fe2O3 plus 8SO2, 8SO2. So we'll balance this like this 11 and yes 4 FeS2. So this is the sulfide. Okay, so both these are the sulfide. This is the zinc sulfide and this is the iron sulfide. When this is treated, this action is called as a roasting. Okay, in presence of the heat. Okay, roasting with oxygen, it will give rise to this oxide. Okay, zinc oxide and this iron oxide. Okay, ferrous oxide, and sulfur dioxide we get. Okay, sulfur dioxide we get. That is what the preparation in the industrial method. Now we'll see about the properties. Okay, what are the properties of this sulfur dioxide? Okay, this is about its preparation. So what about the properties? Okay, what about the properties of the sulfur dioxide? Okay, so sulfur dioxide, SO2. So properties. So properties of sulfur dioxide. So properties of the sulfur dioxide, that is, we'll see first about the physical property. Okay, so very first we'll see focus on physical properties. So it is a colorless. Okay, very important is that it is a colorless and normal room temperature. It will be present in the gas. So with a pungent smell. Okay, the smell is pungent smell. Okay, so its smell is pungent smell and it is a colorless gas. but it is poisonous in nature. Okay, so poisonous in nature. Okay, its nature is poisonous. Okay, so and it is highly soluble in water. Okay, it is highly soluble. Okay, it is highly soluble in water. It is highly soluble in water. It is dissolved in water. Okay, and its solution in water is, you know very well, that it is called as a sulfurous acid. Okay, so it's a solution in water that is called as the sulfurous acid. Okay, that is called as a sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid बोला जाता है H2SO3. Okay, H2SO3. So and H2SO4 is called as a sulfuric acid. So these are the properties, and it liquefies at room temperature. At normal room temperature, it get liquefies. Okay, under a pressure of 2 atmosphere. So under a pressure of 2 atmospheric pressure, so it get liquefied. Okay, it get liquefied. It get liquefied. Okay, it get liquefied at 2 atmospheric pressure. Okay, at room temperature also. At room temperature and it boils at 263 Kelvin. Okay, and it boils at, okay, it boils at this 263 Kelvin. So these are the few physical properties of the sulfur dioxide. It is having very pungent smell, and it is colorless. Okay, it is colorless gas. It exhibits it exhibit in a gaseous form at normal room temperature, and it is poisonous in nature and highly soluble in water. But its solution in water will be called as a sulfurous acid, H2SO3. So these are the physical properties at normal room and it will boils at 263 Kelvin itself. Okay. So looking at the chemical properties, okay, we'll see the chemical properties of this sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide chemical properties. Okay, sulfur dioxide properties chemical properties of the sulfur dioxide. So now when it is reacts with a different substance, okay, when it reacts with different substance, so it is having sulfur dioxide when reacts with the chlorine in presence of the charcoal. Okay, in presence of charcoal as a catalyst, it forms a sulfuryl chloride. Okay, so SO2 sulfur dioxide when it get react with the chlorine. Okay, so in presence of charcoal being the catalyst, it will give rise to the SO2Cl2 and which is in a liquid state. Okay, both are in this is in gaseous state, and this is called as sulfuryl chloride. Sul sulfuryl chloride. So this is about the reactivity with the chlorine. Okay, when it is react with the chlorine, when it is react with the oxygen, and that is in presence of the vanadium oxide. Vanadium oxide being the catalyst for this process. So twice SO2, okay, which is in gaseous states with react with the oxygen, that is also in a gaseous state. In presence of V2O5, V2O5 is the well-known catalyst that is called as the vanadium. Okay, vanadium oxide, and it will give rise to twice SO3. Okay, twice SO3 in gaseous state. Okay, sulfur trioxide. Okay, so this is called as a sulfur trioxide. Trioxide will be formed. Okay, when it is react with sodium hydroxide, that is base component. Okay, so twice NaOH, which is basic in nature, sodium hydroxide. Okay, reacts with the SO2, it will give rise to the sulfite Na2SO3, Na2SO3, and water will be formed along with it. So Na2SO3 is the sodium sulfite. Okay, so sulfite, sulfate, and sulfide. Okay, we know about it. So when it is react with this sodium sulfite, okay, so Na2SO3 when it combines with and along with H2O, when this sulfur dioxide get combines, it forms the sulfite. Okay, and that is twice NaH, twice NaHSO3. So Na2SO3 is the sulfite. It react with the sulfite. Sulfur dioxide react with the sulfite along with the H2O to give rise to the sulfite. Okay. Then it is having the reducing property. Okay, reducing property, it can reduce. So sulfur dioxide, it acts as a reducing agent. So when it is acting as a reducing agent, so how it is acting as a reducing agent, that we will see. It is acting as a reducing agent. So moist sulfur dioxide reduces the ferric salt into ferrous salt. So twice Fe3 plus, okay, twice Fe3 plus this sulfur dioxide now will reduce this, okay, it will reduce this Fe3 plus ions. This will reduce this Fe3 plus ions and to form twice Fe2 plus ions. So twice Fe2 plus ions along with the formation of SO4 2 minus SO4 2 minus ions and yes 4H plus ions 4H plus ions. So in this way the moist sulfur dioxide reduces this ferric salt. Okay, this is reducing this ferric salt into the ferrous salt. Okay. Then moist sulfur dioxide, it decolorizes the acidified potassium permanganate. Okay, so it's another reducing property. Okay, it's another reducing property that we will see. It is reducing the potassium permanganate. Okay, so it is reducing potassium permanganate KMNO4, KMNO4. Okay, so 5USO2 in presence of H2O, twice H2O. So this sulfur dioxide is reducing this potassium permanganate, okay, KMNO4, and it is forming K2SO4, K2SO4 plus the twice MnSO4, twice MnSO4, which is of the colorless. Okay, so twice H2SO4. So here some quantity of the sulfuric acid is prepared. So you know very well, okay, so we know that this KMNO4, okay, potassium permanganate, the color of the potassium permanganate we know very well. When this potassium permanganate powder it is dissolved in water, it will have the red color. Okay, so that red color will get disappear, it will get reduced by the sulfur dioxide, and the component that we will get, okay, is MnSO4. Okay, SO4 is colorless. Okay, it will be the colorless compound. It will be the colorless compound which we will get. Okay, so potassium permanganate will get reduced by presence of the sulfur dioxide. So moist sulfur dioxide, it also reduces the halogens to halogen acid. Okay. So another example is iodine, that is I2, where it is reduces this I2, okay, in presence of twice H2O to form H2SO4, H2SO4 and plus twice HI. So in this way, the sulfur dioxide is acting as a very good reducing agent, which is reducing this ferrous also. Okay, which reducing this ferric salt into the ferrous salt, reducing this KMNO4 and removing its color. Okay, initially it was red in color, and right now it is a colorless. And I2, okay, it reduces this halogens. Okay, this is halogen to halogen acid. Okay, halogen acid में ये reduce करेगा. This is about the chemical properties, chemical behavior of the sulfur dioxide. When we talk about its structure, okay, so its structure. So when we talk about this structure of the sulfur dioxide, so structure of the sulfur dioxide, so it is having the angle, it is having a bond between this sulfur and oxygen. Sulfur और oxygen के बीच में bond होगा, and it will have the bond angle of 119.5 degrees. Okay, so which we can represent here. So in this way, it will be represented oxygen. Okay, So which will be same as that of, which will be same as that of this. Okay, so the meaning of is the same. Okay, so the SO double bond arises from d pi p pi bonding. We have studied what is d pi and p pi bonding 11th standard mein, and it is a resonance hybrid of the two conical forms. Okay, so this is the bond structure of the sulfur dioxide. Okay, now when we talk about the uses, what are the uses of the sulfur dioxide? Okay, uses of the sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide is used in a process that is called as a refining of petroleum. Okay, refining of petroleum, refining, refining of the petroleum, refining of the petroleum. Okay, so refining of the petroleum, as well as it is used for refining of the sugar also. Okay, sugar के refining के लिए भी ये use किया जाता है sulfur dioxide. Okay, to bleach wool as well as silk. Okay, to bleach, bleaching के लिए भी use किया जाता है. Okay, bleach करने के लिए wool या फिर silk को bleach करने के लिए भी ये use किया जाता है sulfur dioxide. And as an anti-clot. Okay, as an anti-clot. Okay, as an anti-clot हम लोगों ने देखा है. Okay, as an anti-clot. Then disinfectant, it is used as a disinfectant. Okay, disinfectant करके use किया जा सकता है sulfur dioxide को. And very important is about the preservative. Okay, very good preservative agent, sulfur dioxide. In the manufacture of this H2SO4 and NaHSO3. Okay, so for manufacturing of H2SO4, we are going to see the H2SO4 manufacturing के लिए as well as sodium hydrogen sulfate के लिए भी ये use किया जाता है for the manufacturing of this. Okay, for the manufacturing of these compounds, the sulfur dioxide is used. Then liquid sulfur dioxide is used as a solvent to dissolve number of organic and inorganic chemicals. Okay, so liquid SO2 is used to dissolve number of organic and inorganic solvent को dissolve करने के लिए भी liquid sulfur dioxide is used. So these are the few of the uses of this sulfur dioxide. How it is prepared, what are the properties, its chemical properties, its pungent smell. Okay, it is a poisonous gas. Okay, so in this way, these are the properties, physical properties, chemical properties, and its preparation, its structure, and its uses we have seen. The another compound, next compound of the sulfur is the sulfuric acid. Okay, which is H2SO4, sulfuric acid. So how it is prepared? Sulfuric acid, how it is prepared? It is prepared in the number of steps. So sulfuric acid is prepared in a number of steps. So what are the steps that we will see? How it is prepared? What are the uses of the sulfuric acid? Okay. So the next compound of the sulfur is the sulfuric acid. Okay, it is the sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, you know very well, H2SO4. Okay, sulfuric acid. So its preparation consists of 3 steps. Okay, major steps. So we'll see what are the steps. Its preparation of this sulfuric acid. Okay, and it is sulfuric acid is manufactured by the contact process. Okay, the process is called as the contact process. Okay, the process that is called as the contact process by which the sulfuric acid is prepared, and which involves mainly 3 steps. Okay, so what are the 3 steps? So we'll focus on that 3 steps. What are the 3 steps? So prepared in a 3 steps. This is prepared in the 3 steps. And what are the 3 steps? One by one we'll discuss. One by one we will see. So in very first step, okay, in very first step, the sulfur dioxide is been extracted. Okay, sulfur or the sulfur sulfide over. Okay, because we want H2SO4. We want this H2SO4. So we will require the sulfide over. Okay, So sulfur or the sulfide ore, that is from iron pyrites, and that process is called as a roasting. Okay, roasting process, and roasting in presence of the air. So we'll write here sulfur or sulfide ore. सल्फर और सल्फाइड ओवर से वो एक्सट्रैक्ट किया जाता है, एंड दैट प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज द रोस्टिंग प्रोसेस. That process is called as the roasting process. So we'll see here sulfur, okay, in presence of oxygen and roasting process. Okay, so it will give rise to SO2 in a gaseous state. Okay, either from iron pyrites like this FeS2. Okay, FeS2, when it is in presence of oxygen it gets roasted. Okay, roasted hota hai ye, so it will give rise to SO2. So twice Fe2O3 plus 8 SO2. So in this way, this is the process to first obtain the sulfur dioxide. This is the process that is to obtain from their ores. Okay, sulfide ore में से या फिर उसके iron pyrites में से. Okay, iron pyrites में से. ओके, आयरन पायराइट्स में से, उस ओर में से सबसे पहले क्या निकालना पड़ता है? सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड निकालना पड़ता है. ओके, सो व्हेन वी गेट द सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड, so in a second step this sulfur dioxide, okay, it is oxidized. Okay, it is oxidized. So whatever the sulfur dioxide which is obtained in very first step, that will be this will get oxidized catalytically. Okay, so SO2 obtained in a first step, is oxidized, okay, catalytically. So by using some catalyst, it will be oxidized first. Okay, so that process will consist of oxidizing in presence of catalyst called as a vanadium oxide. Okay, we have already seen this V2O5 is the vanadium oxide. So twice SO2 will get oxidize in presence of this V2O5 vanadium oxide catalyst to give rise to twice SO3. So in this way the reaction is exothermic and reversible, and forward reaction leads to decrease in volume. So therefore the low temperature and high pressure are favorable conditions for maximum yield of SO3. So to get maximum SO3, okay, so to get maximum SO3 compound, okay, so maximum the sulfur trioxide हमें अगर ज्यादा चाहिए, ओके, ऑलरेडी हमने ये रिएक्शन देखा हुआ है सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड के प्रॉपर्टीज में, केमिकल रिएक्टिविटी में, व्हेन द सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड रिएक्ट्स with oxygen means it get oxidized in presence of vanadium oxide, it will give rise to sulfur trioxide. And to obtain maximum the quantity of this sulfur trioxide, the favorable conditions are high pressure. Okay, so low temperature and high pressure is required. So low temperature and high pressure, this is the condition is required. Low temperature is required and very high pressure is required to obtain maximum quantity. Okay, to obtain maximum quantity of this sulfur trioxide in this second process. Okay, by utilizing this vanadium oxide as a catalyst. Okay, so it requires a low temperature to carry out this process, and very high pressure is required to obtain maximum quantity of the sulfur trioxide, because this will decide how much quantity of H2SO4 we want. Okay, so this is the second step, and in the third step, okay, it will be treated. Okay, sulfur trioxide gas, this sulfur trioxide gas, okay, that will be absorbed in a concentrated H2SO4, okay, to produce oleum. So I will write here this SO3 sulfur trioxide, okay, is absorbed, this SO3 gas, okay, SO3 gas, it will be absorbed in concentrated H2SO4, in concentrated H2SO4. अभी देखो हमें प्रिपेयर करना है H2SO4 ही प्रिपेयर करना है, but to prepare H2SO4 we have to use H2SO4 only, some quantity, not exactly all, but we have to prepare some, we have to use some quantity of H2SO4 so that this sulfur trioxide gas should get absorbed, okay, in concentrated H2SO4 to produce oleum. Okay, so to produce, this will produce oleum. Okay, so how the formation of oleum with the help of this SO3? So that will see sulfur trioxide in presence of this H2SO4 will give rise to, yes, H2, S2 and O7. This is called as oleum. Okay, so H2S2O7 आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे. So when this get react with the, okay, or when it is washed with the water, okay, H2S2O7, when it is washed with the water H2O के साथ, then we get the H2SO4, H2SO4, 2 moles of H2SO4. समझ में आया? In this way it is prepared. So the sulfuric acid is obtained by this contact process is 96 to 98% pure. So it is 96 to 98% pure, which we obtain, okay, which we obtain from this process that is called as the contact process. This contact process will carry out in the 3 steps. In very first step, to extract sulfur dioxide from their respective ores, from the pyrites or maybe from the sulfide. Sulfide यानी ore से, उन ore में से सबसे पहले हमें क्या निकालना पड़ेगा? सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड निकालना पड़ेगा. Once we get sulfur dioxide is extracted, it get oxidized. When it get oxidized, it will convert into SO3. And to carry out this oxidization process, it requires the catalyst called as a vanadium oxide. So vanadium oxide, and the condition which is required is a low temperature and high pressure is required. So why this low temperature and high pressure is required to carry out this process is what? To yield maximum quantity of SO3, because this quantity will decide how much quantity of the oleum will be produced. So SO3 this will get sulfur trioxide, this will get this is in gaseous form, it will get absorbed by the presence of the H2SO4, and this will produce oleum. And when this oleum will be washed with the water H2, it will give rise to this twice H2SO4. Okay, sulfuric acid. This is the preparation of the sulfuric acid in the 3 steps. Process is called as a contact process, and about 96 to 98% of the pure H2SO4 will be obtained by this process called as the contact process. So this is about the preparation of the sulfur dioxide. Now we'll see what are the properties of the what are the physical properties of this sulfuric acid. So this is about the preparation of this. We'll see its physical properties. We'll see about the physical properties of this sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid H2SO4, its physical properties, its nature we'll see. Okay, physical properties. So its physical properties, the very important is about the colorless, very important. Okay, colorless hai. Okay, like water it will be look like water, but it will be dense. Density will be greater than the water, we can say. Dense, and it looks like a oily liquid. Looks like a oily liquid ke jaisa wo dikhega. Okay, this is about the physical properties. Then it has a density, or they have mentioned as a specific gravity. Okay, specific gravity is actually unitless. Okay, so specific gravity, they have mentioned as a 1.84. 1.84 is the specific gravity. So I don't know whether you know about this specific gravity. What is the specific gravity of any substance? Okay, specific gravity of any substance is density of that substance. Okay, density of that substance, rho is the density of that substance, divided by density of the pure liquid. Okay, density of the pure liquid, that is called as the density of the water. Okay, density of the water, and density of water is being 1000. Okay, ये कितना होता है? 1000 kg per meter cube होता है. Okay, so if we don't know the density of the substance, okay, density of the substance in terms of kg per meter cube, we can find out the specific gravity. Okay, so ये specific gravity उसकी 1.84 है. So specific gravity of water is 1. Specific gravity of water is 1. तो इसकी specific gravity ज़्यादा है. Okay, so because it's having oily and oily liquid जैसा nature है, and we have already written it is dense as compared to the water. So it freezes at 283 Kelvin. Okay, it freezes. ये freeze हो जाता है 283 Kelvin में, ये freeze हो जाता है. Okay, and boils at 611. Okay, so it boils at 611 Kelvin. So this is about the property, physical property. 283 Kelvin पे ये freeze हो जाता है and boils at 611 Kelvin. And हाईली करोसिव एंड प्रोड्यूस सीवियर बर्न्स ऑन द स्किन. अगर ये डायरेक्टली अगर कांटेक्ट में आते हैं हम लोग इसके, ओके, और इफ आवर स्किन इज डायरेक्टली कम इन कांटेक्ट विद दिस एसिड, सो इट इज वेरी हार्म, इट इज वेरी डेंजरस. सो हाईली करोसिव, ओके, नेचर इज व्हाट, हाईली करोसिव नेचर. Okay, it is highly corrosive nature and it can cause severe burn. Okay, severe damage, severe burn can be caused to the skin में ये severe burn कर सकता है अगर इस skin के ऊपर गिर गया suppose गलती से तो. Okay, so you know very well about these physical properties of the sulfuric acid. Okay, so now we'll see its reactivity when it reacting with a different substance, what it is forming. Okay, so that we will see when it is reacting with a different substance, what it is forming, that we'll see. So now we'll see its chemical properties of H2SO4. Okay, sulfuric acid. So chemical properties. Its chemical properties. Its chemical properties. So very first is the acidic property. Okay, so it is having acidic nature. It is a strong acid, no doubt. Okay, so acidic nature, the acidic property, acidic chemical property. As it is sulfuric acid, it ionizes in aqueous solution. So very important is that ionizes. It get ionizes. Okay, in aqueous solution. Aqueous solution है ना? Aqua means water. Water के साथ जब ये solution बनाता है, तो ये ions create करता है. ये क्या करता है? Ionize means what? It forms the ions. Okay, in aqueous solution. When it is dissolved in a water, it will form the ions of this sulfuric acid. Okay, so how that ions are forming? Okay, so that are forming in the two steps. Suppose this H2SO4. Okay, H2SO4, which is in aqueous solution among with H2O liquid. Okay, so it will form H3O ions, H3O plus ions in aqueous means water. Okay, plus HSO4 minus aqueous. Okay, so where the acid dissociation with the constant is greater than 10, here acid constant, we can say acid constant is greater than 10 Ka. And in another step, this HSO4, okay, this is the very first step, and second step, this HSO4 minus, once again, okay, because this is an aqueous state, once again it get dissolved with the remaining H2O liquid to form the H3O plus ions, H3O plus ions in the aqueous form, and SO4 2 minus ions, okay, in aqueous form, where the dissociation constant is very much high, and it is Ka is equals to 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay, so Ka is 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 2. So the greater value of Ka, okay, which is greater than 10, means the H2SO4 is largely dissociated into H plus and HSO4 minus. Okay, H3O plus ions is nothing but H plus ions. Okay, and HSO4 minus ions. So this value, okay, this value Ka is greater than 10. आप देख सकते हो very first step में, इस step में जो आप देख सकते हो dissociation constant की. So this H plus ions, H3O plus means H plus ions. Okay, so is largely dissociated and it produces H plus ions and HSO4 minus ions. So that's the reason the H2SO4 is a strong acid. Okay, that is the reason it is a strong acid. So it get ionized. Its H plus ions. It forms the H plus ions and HSO4 minus ions in the aqueous solution. And this value, their acid constant is greater than 10. This is indicating as it is a strong acid. Okay, so this is about the acidic property. Now we'll see its a reaction with the different metals, maybe non-metals. Okay, how it is reacting. This sulfuric acid, how it is reacting with the metals and non-metals. Okay, so that we will see. That chemical properties we will discuss. So no doubt it is a very strong acid. It ionizes in a aqueous solution. Aqueous solution में ये ions form करता है, H plus ions और this minus ions. Now reaction with metals and non-metals. Okay. So next about the reaction with metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals we will see. Non-metals के साथ जब ये react करता है, metals के साथ react करता है. So how it is reacting? So means its oxidizing property. Metals and non-metals both are oxidized by hot concentrated sulfuric acid, which itself get reduced. Okay, अभी ये H2SO4 क्या होगा? ये खुद reduce हो जाएगा. And how it is reducing? Consider this is a copper. Copper के साथ जब react हो रहा है H2SO4. Okay, H2SO4 concentrated H2SO4. This is the case is concentrated H2SO4. So it will form, yes, it will form CuSO4. Okay, it will form CuSO4 and SO2 plus H2O. Okay, H2O. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे. So look at this. This is copper is a metal. Okay, copper is a metal. When it is reacting with a metal, twice H2SO4, it is itself is getting reduced. आप देख सकते हो ये reduce हो रहा है. Copper यहाँ पे आ गया. Okay, and this is get reduced and it will get converted into sulfur dioxide. बराबर यहाँ पे sulfur dioxide मिला हमें. Okay, so it reduced to sulfur dioxide. So another when it is reacting with non-metals, okay, non-metals के साथ जब ये react कर रहा है, so non-metals, sulfur is the non-metal. When this twice H2SO4, it is reacting with the, it is forming the SO2 sulfur dioxide and H2O. Okay, so sulfur it will be 3SO2. आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे and twice H2. It is right now balanced. So in this way, this sulfur is a non-metal. Okay, sulfur which is a non-metal के साथ जब ये react कर रहा है, so it is reducing. Okay, so it is reducing itself to sulfur dioxide and water. Another is a carbon which is a non-metal. Okay, उसके साथ जब ये react हो रहा है H2SO4, H2SO4, and it is forming CO2, SO2 and H2. Okay, carbon dioxide, SO2 and H2O it is forming. Okay, so CO2 plus twice SO2 and twice H2. So look at this. This is also carbon is also a non-metal. So in this way, when this sulfuric acid is reacting with metals, okay, it will form sulfur dioxide. It will reduce to sulfur dioxide. Here also it will reduce to sulfur dioxide. Here also it will reduce to sulfur dioxide. So means whenever it is reacting with metals as well as the non-metals, it is getting reduced or it is getting reduced to sulfur dioxide. It itself gets reduced. So this is the property with the reaction with metals and the non-metals. Now we'll see what is that its dehydrating property. Dehydration, okay, removal of the water we can say. Okay, dehydrating property. So next property, next chemical property is its dehydrating property. So that we'll see its dehydrating property. Okay, the third property will be the dehydrating. Okay, dehydrating property. Dehydrating property. So concentrated sulfuric acid is very strong dehydrating agent. Okay, so it is very dehydrating agent, very good dehydrating agent. Concentrated H2SO4. Okay, concentrated H2SO4 is very good dehydrating agent. It's very good dehydrating agent. Okay, concentrated H2SO4 and the sulfuric acid removes water from the sugar and carbohydrate. Okay, अभी ये sulfuric acid क्या करता है? It can remove water from sugar and hydrocarbon, and carbon left behind is called as the sugar charcoal. Okay, that is called as the sugar charcoal, and the process is called as a charring process. Okay, So we'll see C12H22, okay, O11. This is a sugar from when it react with this concentrated H2SO4, it will give rise to 12 carbon, okay, 12 carbon plus 11 yes H2O, 11 H2O मिलेगा यहाँ पे, आप देख सकते हो, okay. So sugar, okay, this is sugar getting dehydrated by using this concentrated H2O. So वो देखो यहाँ पे dehydrate हो रहा है, यहाँ पे separate H2O बाहर निकल रहा है यहाँ पे. Okay, so carbon left behind is called as a sugar charcoal. Okay, this is called as the sugar charcoal. इसको sugar charcoal बोला जाता है. Okay, and this process is called as a charring process. Okay, CHARRING. So charring process. This process is called as a charring process, where by utilizing dehydrating agent like concentrated H2SO4 is used, where the water is being removed out. That is called as a dehydrating process. Okay, water is being removed out from the sugar, and it can be also from the carbohydrates. Okay. Now next is its reaction with the salt. Okay, how it is reacting with the salt. So that we will see how it is reacting with the salt. Okay, so its reaction with the salt. So how it is reacting with the salt. The last chemical property, okay, fourth chemical property is its reaction with the salt. Its reaction with salt. So different salts के साथ जब ये react करता है sulfuric acid, then it decomposes the salt. Okay, ये क्या करता है? Decompose करता है. क्या करता है? Decompose करता है. So reaction with the salt, it get decomposed. ये salt क्या हो जाएगा? Decompose हो जाएगा. Okay, decompose the salt. Decompose the salt of more volatile acids to the corresponding acid. Consider the example of sodium chloride. देखो sodium chloride ये salt है. Okay, when it is reacting with H2SO4, तब ये क्या हो जाएगा? Decompose हो जाएगा. And how it is getting decomposed? It will get decomposed into NaHCSO4 plus HCl. Hydrochloric acid will be formed, and in this way, the salt will get decomposed. Okay, sodium chloride. Okay, this KNO3. Okay, this is the salt of potassium. Okay, nitrate. So when it is reacting with this H2SO4, okay, so it will form KHSO4, KHSO4 and HNO3, nitric acid. Okay, so in this way it is forming a nitric acid here, HCl acid. Okay, and next another is a CaF2. Okay, so when it is reacting with H2SO4, it is getting decomposed into calcium sulfate CaSO4. Okay, so twice HF. So in this way, the another property, another chemical property of this H2SO4 is that it will decompose this salt. आप देख सकते हो तीनों ये salt है. This salt when it is reacting with H2SO4, it is getting decomposed. Decompose होना two parts में split up होना. Okay. So in this way we have studied this the properties. Okay, these are the properties, chemical properties. Okay, so last is about its uses. Okay, so what are the uses? Okay, what are uses of this sulfuric acid? Okay, क्या uses है sulfuric acid का हम लोग chemistry laboratory use करते हैं. Okay, chemistry laboratory में हम लोग use करते हैं. The question there is a problem number 17. What is the action of concentrated H2SO4? Okay, what is the action of problem number 7.10? What is the action of this H2SO4? Okay, concentrated H2SO4 on HBr. Okay, and another one is a HI. So how it is getting reacted? Concentrated sulfuric acid, it getting oxidized. Okay, it is getting oxidized. So twice HBr. Okay, concentrated sulfuric acid oxidizes हाइड्रोब्रोमिक एसिड एंड ब्रोमीन. ओके, आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे ट्वाइस HBr रिएक्शन लिखते हैं हम लोग सबसे पहले H2SO4. सो हाइड्रोब्रोमीन. ओके, द नेम इज हाइड्रोब्रोमीन. हाइड्रोब्रोमीन को क्या कर रहा है? ये ऑक्सीडाइज कर रहा है, एंड इट इज फॉर्मिंग द ब्रोमीन. ओके, ब्रोमीन Br2 plus sulfur dioxide and twice H2O. Just now we have seen such kind of reactions. Okay, so we have seen just now reactions. Okay, reactions with metals, non metals में देखा है हम लोगों ने. सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड वाटर फॉर्म होता है, and it is फॉर्मिंग अ ब्रोमीन, ब्रोमीन फॉर्म हो रहा है यहाँ पे Br2। इन द सेम वे HI के साथ जब वो रिएक्ट कर रहा है, ओके, तो HI के साथ जब ये रिएक्ट कर रहा है H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4, and it is giving rise to iodine, ओके, सेपरेटली I2 मिल रहा है यहाँ पे, SO2 प्लस ट्वाइस H2O, ओके। सो आप देख सकते हो, सो व्हेनेवर दिस इज रिएक्टिंग, ओके, विथ HI के साथ जब ये रिएक्ट कर रहा है, ओके, सो सेपरेट हियर आयोडीन विल बी फॉर्म, ओके, आयोडीन फॉर्म हो रहा है यहाँ पे, और यहाँ पे ब्रोमीन फॉर्म हो रहा है whenever it is reacting with HBr, concentrated H2SO4 when it is reacting with HBr, and when it is reacting with HI, so it is forming the separate that component of iodine and bromine, okay, in this way. Now we'll focus on the uses, okay, what are the uses of this sulfuric acid, okay, क्या uses है, हम लोग उसको laboratory में use करते हैं, okay, so another, what are the different uses of this sulfuric acid that we will see, okay, so uses of this sulfuric acid, uses of this, these are the compounds, okay, of the sulfur, ये sulfur के compound है, okay, these are the compounds of the sulfur, ये sulfur dioxide as well as H2SO4 sulfuric acid, these are the compounds of the sulfur. Sulfur is a group 16 member element, okay, so we'll look at the uses of this H2SO4, okay, so the uses of this H2SO4 is very important industrial chemical purpose के लिए use किया जाता है, very important industrial chemical sulfuric acid, and in the manufacture of fertilizers, okay, for manufacturing of fertilizers, manufacturing of fertilizers, फर्टिलाइजर जो होते हैं जो हम लोग खेतों में वगैरह डालते हैं फर्टिलाइजर्स के लिए, उसके लिए ये यूज आते हैं, ओके, सो एग्जांपल्स आर अमोनियम सल्फेट, ओके, सल्फर फॉस्फेट, एग्जांपल्स है फर्टिलाइजर्स के, उसमें ये यूज होता है। In the manufacture of pigments, paints, okay, for the manufacturing of the pigments, color बनाने के लिए, okay, dye बनाने के लिए, okay, paints, dye stuffs, okay, paints के लिए, then some dye stuffs, okay, these are used, okay, dye stuffs, intermediates, okay, so these for manufacturing pigments, paints, dye stuffs, this H2SO4 sulfuric acid will be used. पेट्रोलियम रिफाइनिंग के लिए इसका यूज होता है, ओके, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड का भी और इसका भी पेट्रोलियम रिफाइनिंग के लिए यूज होता है, पेट्रोलियम रिफाइनिंग प्रोसेस के लिए है, ओके, डिटर्जेंट इंडस्ट्री में यूज होता है, डिटर्जेंट इंडस्ट्री में फॉर्मेशन के लिए, डिटर्जेंट इंडस्ट्री, ओके, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सोप वी कैन से powder. Then in metallurgy for cleaning of metals, okay, so it is used in metallurgy, okay, metallurgy where it consists of the cleaning of metals, okay, for cleaning of metals, for cleaning of metals में ये यूज किया जाता है, okay, for cleaning of metals, electroplating and galvanizing, okay, metals, electroplating, galvanizing, इलेक्ट्रोप्लेटिंग जो हुआ है उसके ऊपर, ओके, देन गैल्वनाइजिंग, ओके, गैल्वनाइजिंग में, ओके, ये यूज किया जाता है, ओके, सो फॉर क्लीनिंग पर्पस। देन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज व्हाट द वी हैव सीन, ओके, अबाउट दी बैटरीज, ओके, स्टोरेज बैटरीज, ओके, स्टोरेज बैटरीज में ये यूज होता है, स्टोरेज बैटरीज में हम लोग ये H2SO4 सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड डालते हैं, ओके, लैबोरेटरी में यूज करते हैं हम लोग, ओके, लैबोरेटरी में यूज करते हैं एज अ रिएजेंट, ओके, रिएक्ट करने के लिए, अलग अलग कंपोनेंट्स के साथ रिएक्शन करने के लिए, ओके, एंड मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ दी नाइट्रोसेल्यूलोज प्रोडक्ट्स, ओके, नाइट्रोसेल्यूलोज प्रोडक्ट्स के लिए भी ये यूज किया जाता है। सो देयर आर वेरी डिफरेंट यूजेस ऑफ दिस कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड, ओके, और दिस सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड के बहुत सारे अलग अलग यूजेस है, ओके, so that we can discuss. The another is next compound is the chlorine, okay, so we'll discuss about the chlorine tomorrow, कल discuss करेंगे हम लोग chlorine के बारे में, okay.